Since 99, I've been doping this, focusing, unfocusing. Sure as the sun floats, sure as the sun smoking. I was the gun toting, it's my cuz told me. Don't get demoted, keep it close to your digits. You know you get it, you let yourself get too close to them chickens. I said I disagree, then I let Superhead lick on me. Smoking the kitten, the cat stacks, about to turn around and write a book about both of them bitches. Next up,
what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Sample Shopping. These are sponsored by Decant Shop, and please forgive me if this episode doesn't have the bells and whistles that you're used to, the music, the titles, the bottles of fragrance in the introduction. I don't have access to my computer now. I'm moving this week, and so everything is packed up. I'm staying on the Upper East Side, but moving, and so I'm not going to be able to really do any editing until next week, probably. And I have videos ready to go, reviews ready to go on YouTube, but and I'm going to release them, but I can't really do anything new. And I just got a brand new package from Decant Shop with over 35 decants in it. So much good stuff, and I'm so excited to do these. And so I did want to try to rush one out this week, and we'll talk about the first 4 scents that I was sent from Decant Shop. You guys know the deal. DecantShop.com is the best place online to get your samples from. New scents, discontinued scents, vintage scents, niche scents, designer scents. They just have so much new stuff that's coming in and is already coming. And my coupon code MAX12 will work for 12% off of your order. It is a great, I can't tell you guys, stress enough what a great Christmas present this is. It's sort of a great way to let someone know they need to step up their fragrance game without being explicit and telling them, hey, you need to step your fragrance game up. So please use DecantShop.com for those needs, especially at the holiday times. First up this week, guys, in this haul, we have one from a house that I have never sniffed a single fragrance from. Folks, this is the house of Olfactive Studios, and the fragrance is called Chambre Noir. Now, this is a somewhat newer house. It was started in 2011 in France by a woman, and I'm probably going to butcher this, named Céline Velour. And basically the short of it is that this house sort of combines the creator's love of photography with her love of fragrance. Chambre Noir was a 2000 release from the house by Parfumeur Dorothy Pio. And notes on this are pink pepper, jasmine, papyrus, violet, incense, prune, sandalwood, patchouli, musk, vanilla, and leather. Now, in New York City, you can pick these up from Aids de Venusta stocks it, and New London Pharmacy in Chelsea stocks it, and online Lucky Scent stocks this house as well. It comes in, most of their fragrances, like all of them come in 50 ml and 100 ml sizes. For Chambre Noir, 50 ml, you're looking at about $145. And for 100 ml, you're looking about $195. So let's take my first impression, let's see what my first impression on this house is. And this is a scent which is a real Fragcom favorite. I think Cody Drakdock, this is one of his favorite fragrances. Could be wrong, but I think so. And I was really excited to smell this because so many people that I love, that I trust, love it. And to me, guys, it's just a nice dark scent. I mean, I get some leather and I get some woods and I get some incense and plum, but at least to me, to my nose, it's just a pleasant dark scent. I could take it or leave it. If I get a fragrance from this house, it's not going to be this one. I just don't think it's that special. I'd like to look at Indigo Blue next, but now again, I want to say this isn't a bad scent, but it hasn't really performed well on my skin in testing it, and to me it smells a lot like Bentley Intense for Men, which is a super nice designer fragrance that you can get for about $50 online. So I just don't see a need with Chambre Noir to spend $150 or $200 on this. Next up, we're going to be looking at one from the wonderful house of Andy Tower. This one is called Noontide Petals. Now, on this show, we've looked at Incense Extreme, Rose Incense, and the Great Lair du Desert Americain. And of course, I bought Lair du Desert, which I fucking love. The other two were nice, but didn't blow me away. So currently on my list to buy from Andy Tower is the unbelievably hyped up Rose de Kandahar, which has gotten such Fragcom love recently, and Lone Star Memories. Those are the two that I have on my list to purchase. But I really do want to give this house a solid look. Now, if you're looking to purchase scents from the Tower House online, Lucky Scents is the way to go. And in NYC, you of course can go to Min or Twisted Lily. This one, as most of the Tower scents, does come in only a 50 ml size. It's going to cost you $135. Notes on this are bergamot, aldehydes, geranium, rose, ylang ylang, tuberose, jasmine, patchouli, incense, vanilla, sandalwood, iris, styrax, and vetiver. And this one was a 2013 release from Andy Tower. And it's very feminine, but I gotta say, I really enjoy this one. Aldehydes and white florals is what this is to me. I'd say it's a bit too feminine for me, but I think it's also a really well done scent from Andy Tower, and you can really see the genius that is in this guy. You know, to me, with the aldehydes and florals, it's almost like flower soda. Just like imagine a glass of 7-Up served in a pot of flowers, and I think that's pretty close to what you have with Noontide Petals. It's really different, it's really well done, and you could tell that really expensive materials were used to make this really beautiful and different floral scent. Next up, we're going to be looking at one from the House of Heeley. This one is called Cardinal. Now, on this show, we looked at Mont Fraîche, and while I like Mont Fraîche, to me, it's not the best mint scent out there. That honor, for me at least, goes to Geranium Porte Monsieur by Frederic Malle. I think that and Roadster are better than Mont Fraîche, but it's still a good mint scent. From Heeley, as of now, I only own Cell Marin. I'd like to get their leather one, and I think it's called Cure Fleur, and I'd like to get their Agarwood scent. But the only one I've smelled, the only ones I think I've smelled from this line are Cell Marin and Mont Fraîche. So really excited to take a look at Cardinal. The notes on Cardinal are rose, black pepper, and aldehydes at the top, labdanum and incense in the middle, and vetiver, amber, and patchouli in the base. In New York City, you can get Heeley scents at Barney's, Min, and Aids de Venustus, and of course online Lucky Scent does stock the house. 100 ml bottles of most of Heeley's scents retail for $180, and I think this is a really good scent. This is a beautiful, very clean and crisp, churchy incense with not much else in the way. So guys, just think on this one: incense, 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 and you'll be fine. To me, it's pretty close to Avignon by Comme des Garçons, but I actually get better performance out of this one. And Avignon, for whatever reason, to me feels a little bit more like a room spray, and Cardinal feels like a more wearable cologne. I don't, you know, I know that's sort of hard to think about, but that's just the way I feel. I happen to have a few incense scents. You know, my favorite actually right now being Incensed by Smell Bent. So I don't know that I would buy this, but if you're in the market for an incense scent, I would definitely take a look at Cardinal by Heeley. Finally, this week we have one from, you know, easily one of my top favorite niche houses. This is from the House of L'Artisan Parfumeur, and this one is called L'Eau Ambre Extreme. Now, we've looked at a few from this house on the show, with my far away favorite being Zing, which is certainly one of, if not my favorite niche fragrance. It's just a gorgeous animalic gourmand scent that I really adore. I have 8 bottles from L'Artisan, and I'm always sort of thinking about my next one. You know, the 2 that I'm looking at now are Fou d'Absinthe and Oud. Are both in the running. This one was a 2001 release from the house, and the nose behind this one is the All-Star Jean-Claude Elena. It is a flanker to one of the original L'Artisan fragrances from the founder Jean-Francois Laporte, called L'Eau Ambre, and the notes on this one are very simple, just amber, vanilla, and spices. Now, FragranceNet and some other discount spots have 100 mLs of this available for $85, which is a price point you can find quite a few L'Artisan scents for. And to me, guys, there are actually three categories of ambers, right? You have the balls to the wall ambers, which are like Ambre Absolute and Ambre Rousse. You have the sort of gourmand ambers, which are like Ambre Narguilé and sort of like 24 karat gold. Or 24 Gold by Scent Story, and you have the really inviting powdery sweet ambers like Ambre 114 by Histoire Parfum and Ambre Précieux by Maître Parfumeur Gantier. And this is very much in the style of the powdery ambers. It's a really inviting, cozy, sort of warm blanket amber scent. I think it's a great holiday scent, and it makes sense that the guy who did Ambre Précieux would have this fragrance in his house as well. You know, Jean-Francois Laporte started both houses, and I find this to be very close to the Major Parfumeur and Gantier. So if you're in the market for a powdery, cozy amber, well, then you really need to look Ambre Précieux, Ambre 114, and Low Ambre Extreme. You need to look at all three of those and just pick which one is the best, because they're all very similar to me, and they're all very good. Now, if I had to rank these, for me, I would say I would probably put Cardinal as 1. I'd probably put the Tower as 2. I'd put L'Artisan Ambre as 3, and I would put the Olfactive Studio as number 4, and I just don't like the Olfactive Studio. I just think it's way overpriced. For me, none of these are going to be in my collection, unfortunately. If I was going to buy one, I'd probably double up on Cardinal and add another real incense scent to my collection, but none of them at their price points really have me thinking, oh, I gotta get a bottle of this. So I hope you've enjoyed this no frills version of sample shopping. We'll be back next week. We're gonna take a look at fragrances from the house of Parfum d'Empire, Bottega Veneta, by Kilian and Christian Dior, and hopefully we'll have a better intro for you guys, and we'll get back to the old style videos. Please use Decant Shop. Please use that coupon code MAX12, and I'll see you guys again real soon. I'm Maximilian. I must know. Peace.